My beloved child, there is something important that you need to hear today, and I need you to stay with me from the very first word to the very last. Do not skip, because what you are about to discover could completely change the way you look at a certain person in your life. Sometimes the biggest surprises do not come from strangers. They come from people we trust, people we listen to, people whose words carry weight in our hearts. At first, everything may seem normal. Every conversation feels harmless. Every interaction appears genuine. Yet deep inside, there is a small feeling that refuses to disappear. It is not fear. It is not doubt. It is simply a quiet question asking, am I seeing the full picture? Most people ignore that question. They push it away and continue moving forward. But today, I want you to pay attention to it, because that small question may be more important than you realize. Now listen carefully, because this is where things become interesting. There are moments in life when someone's influence becomes so familiar that we stop noticing it. Their opinions begin shaping our decisions. Their approval starts affecting our confidence. Their presence slowly becomes connected to our emotional state. None of this happens overnight. It happens little by little, so slowly that most people never see it happening. That is why you must stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. What if the reason you have been feeling confused lately is not because you lack answers? What if it is because you have been looking in the wrong direction? What if the truth has been standing right in front of you the entire time, hidden beneath ordinary moments that seemed unimportant? Here is the revelation that surprises many people. A person's true impact on your life is not revealed by what they say when everything is easy. It is revealed by the patterns they create over time. Think about that for a moment. Patterns never lie. A single conversation can be misleading. A single promise can sound convincing. A single emotional moment can feel powerful. But patterns tell a much bigger story. They reveal consistency. They reveal priorities. They reveal what words alone cannot show. And once you start noticing patterns, you begin seeing things that were invisible before. Suddenly, situations that seemed confusing begin making sense. Suddenly, questions that had no answers start becoming clear. And this leads to the most important point of all. Never forget that your inner voice has value. Too many people spend years listening to everyone except themselves. They seek opinions from every direction while ignoring the quiet wisdom already inside them. Today, I want you to remember something powerful. You do not need to rush to conclusions. You do not need to judge anyone. You simply need to observe, learn, and remain aware. Because awareness changes everything. Stay till the end of this journey, because in the next part, I am going to reveal one specific sign that most people overlook completely. A sign that can expose the difference between appearance and reality. Do not skip. The most important part is still ahead, and what comes next may be the piece that makes everything finally connect. A moment of truth is approaching, and I need your complete attention right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In the previous part, we talked about patterns, and now it is time to uncover the sign that so many people miss. This sign is not hidden in dramatic moments. It is not found in grand promises or impressive words. It appears quietly, almost invisibly, in everyday interactions. Most people never notice it, which is why what you are about to hear can feel like a once-in-a-lifetime realization. Think about the people around you. Think about the conversations you have every week. Now ask yourself one question. After spending time with a person, do you feel more connected to your own thoughts, or do you feel further away from them? This question sounds simple, but its answer can reveal more than you imagine. Some people inspire you to trust your own judgment. They encourage growth, clarity, and confidence. Others may unintentionally create confusion, making you question yourself more than necessary. The difference between those two experiences can completely transform how you understand a relationship. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here comes the surprising discovery. The strongest influence is rarely obvious. In fact, the most powerful influence often feels comfortable. That is why people overlook it. When something feels familiar, we stop examining it. We stop asking questions. We stop paying attention. Yet the things we stop examining are often the things shaping us the most. Imagine wearing a pair of glasses every day. Over time, you stop noticing the glasses. They become part of your normal experience. Influence can work the same way. It becomes so familiar that it disappears from your awareness, even while it continues affecting your perspective. Now listen carefully because this next point is important. A person's intentions are not always revealed through what they say they want. They are often revealed through the direction their actions consistently create. Direction matters. Patterns matter. Results matter. If you focus only on words, you may miss the bigger picture. But when you pay attention to the direction things are moving, clarity begins to appear. Suddenly, you notice details that once seemed insignificant. Suddenly, questions that once felt impossible become easier to answer. There is another revelation waiting for you. Most people spend their lives searching for certainty in other people, while the real answer begins with understanding themselves. The moment you become more aware of your own values, goals, and priorities, everything changes. You start recognizing what aligns with your life and what does not. You start noticing which influences help you grow and which influences create unnecessary confusion. This awareness is powerful because it places clarity back into your own hands. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization may be the most important one so far. Sometimes the reason a person seems difficult to understand is not because they are hiding something. It is because you have been looking at isolated moments instead of the complete story. One moment can be misleading. One conversation can create a false impression. One emotional experience can feel larger than it really is. But when you step back and observe the complete picture, everything begins to make sense in a way it never did before. And now we arrive at a question that could change everything. If all outside opinions disappeared for a single day, what would your own heart tell you? What conclusion would you reach if nobody else influenced your thinking? Take a moment and think about that. Because hidden inside that question is a level of clarity that many people never discover. The answer may surprise you. The answer may already be waiting inside you. Stay till the end because the next part will reveal the final piece of this puzzle. It is a realization that connects everything we have discussed so far. A realization that can help you see people, relationships, and influence in a completely different way. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and the most powerful insight is still ahead. A powerful realization is about to unfold, and this may be the moment that changes how you see everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Up to this point, we have talked about influence, patterns, and awareness. But now we are reaching the part that connects every piece together. The truth is that many people spend years searching for answers about others while overlooking the most important clue of all. That clue has been present from the very beginning, quietly waiting to be noticed. Imagine standing at the edge of a path that splits into two directions. One path is built on assumptions. The other path is built on observation. Most people choose assumptions because they are faster and easier. They create stories in their minds and accept them as facts. But observation is different. Observation requires patience. It requires attention. It requires the willingness to see what is actually happening rather than what we expect to happen. And once you learn this difference, you gain a kind of clarity that many people never experience. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here comes the revelation. The people who have the greatest impact on your life are not necessarily the loudest people. They are not always the most persuasive people. They are often the people whose presence quietly shapes your daily thoughts. Think about that carefully. Every day, your mind absorbs ideas, perspectives, and expectations. Over time, these influences begin creating a direction. That direction becomes habits. Those habits become decisions. And those decisions eventually shape the future you experience. Now ask yourself something important. Is the direction becoming clearer or more confusing? Is it bringing greater confidence or greater uncertainty? This question matters because direction reveals far more than appearances ever can. Appearances can change. Words can change. Emotions can change. But direction tells a deeper story. Direction reveals where things are truly leading. And once you start paying attention to direction, you begin noticing things that were invisible before. There is another surprising truth that many people never hear. Sometimes the biggest breakthrough does not come from discovering something new. It comes from finally recognizing something that has been there all along. The answers you seek are often hidden inside ordinary moments. A conversation. A reaction. A pattern repeated over time. These moments may seem small individually, but together they form a picture. And that picture can reveal more than any single event ever could. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because we are approaching the heart of this message. The title of this journey is not about fear. It is not about suspicion. It is about awareness. It is about understanding that influence exists in every relationship, every conversation, and every connection. The real question is whether that influence is helping you become more aligned with your values, your goals, and your true self. The moment you begin asking that question honestly, a remarkable transformation begins. Now listen closely. The strongest people are not the ones who never face influence. The strongest people are the ones who recognize it and remain connected to their own judgment. They listen. They observe. They learn. But they never lose sight of who they are. That is the secret. Not resistance. Not conflict. Awareness. Awareness creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence. And confidence allows you to move forward with purpose. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Because in the next and final part, everything comes together. The final realization is not about another person. It is about you. It is about the power you have had all along. The power to observe, understand, and choose your own direction. And when that realization arrives, you may look back at this entire journey and see it from a completely new perspective. The biggest discovery is still ahead. The moment has arrived. This is the final piece of the puzzle, and what you are about to hear brings everything together. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Throughout this journey, we have explored influence, patterns, awareness, and the hidden ways people can shape our thoughts. But now we arrive at the most surprising revelation of all. The biggest discovery was never about another person. The biggest discovery was about you. Think about that for a moment. From the beginning, you may have been searching for answers about someone else's intentions. You may have wondered what they truly meant, what they truly wanted, or whether things were exactly as they appeared. But the deeper truth is this: your greatest strength has never been the ability to read another person's mind. Your greatest strength is the ability to understand yourself clearly. And once that clarity appears, everything else begins to make sense. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here comes the realization that changes everything. The moment you become aware of the influences around you, they lose the power to operate unnoticed. Awareness creates choice. Choice creates direction. Direction creates your future. That is why awareness is so valuable. It allows you to step back, observe, and make decisions with confidence instead of confusion. Now imagine looking at your life from a higher perspective. Imagine seeing every conversation, every decision, every lesson, and every challenge as pieces of one larger picture. Suddenly, things that once felt complicated begin to connect. Suddenly, moments that seemed random reveal a pattern. Suddenly, you understand that clarity was never missing. It was simply waiting for you to notice it. This is the once-in-a-lifetime realization that many people spend years searching for. The answers often become visible when you stop searching everywhere else and start paying attention to what is already in front of you. The title of this journey said, This person may be influencing your emotions, and their actual intentions might be different from what they appear to be. But now you understand the deeper meaning. The lesson was never to jump to conclusions. The lesson was never to make assumptions. The lesson was to observe carefully, think clearly, and remain connected to your own wisdom. Because appearances can be incomplete. First impressions can be incomplete. Individual moments can be incomplete. But patient observation reveals a much clearer story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because one final truth remains. The most valuable skill you can develop is not the ability to predict people. It is the ability to remain centered regardless of what is happening around you. When you know your values, your purpose, and your direction, outside influences become easier to understand. You no longer feel lost in uncertainty. You begin moving forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. And here is the final revelation. Every person who entered your life taught you something. Every experience carried a lesson. Every challenge carried an opportunity for growth. The real victory comes when you take those lessons and use them to become wiser, stronger,